I've spent years building my perfect game collection, but there's just one problem. There's a lot of this stuff that I don't actually play anymore. So in today's video, we're going to go through every single section of my game collection and I'm going to decide what to keep and what I'm going to sell. Now I want to do this because I feel like curated collecting is much funner and so much more meaningful than just accumulating a heap of different things that you don't actually care for. This is something I've learned from past experience, honestly. But I feel like there's a lot of people out there who can relate to me when I talk about this because we all accumulate stuff. And I feel like for me, I personally love to look at my collection and enjoy every single thing in it. So if it doesn't really mean that much to me anymore, I'm just gonna get rid of it. But welcome back to my YouTube channel anyway. My name is Selwyn and this is my game collection. But let's go through all my games. I'm going to sell every single game that I do not play anymore. But like, where do I even start? Honestly, I mean, we've got Nintendo Switch, we've got PlayStation 3, 2, 5, 4, Xbox down here. There is so much stuff for me to go through. So I'm gonna have to decide where we're gonna start with this. We've got Blazer here. He's in every video. Maybe he can help me decide where to start. What do you reckon, boy? What do you reckon? Do you reckon Switch, PlayStation? I don't actually think he's gonna be much help. So I'm just gonna put him back down on the ground, I think. But yeah, say hello anyway. Hello, Blazer. Hey, buddy. All right, so I've decided what console we're gonna start with. It's the console I have the least amount of games for. It's this collection right here, the Nintendo Wii. I have a lot of cool games for this. Well, not really a lot. There's not that many. So let's quickly go through them and decide what I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna start with this one. Wii Sport Resort, a game that I played so much as a kid. Not getting rid of that one. Absolutely love that game. Next game, Big Beach Sports, another game that I played so much of as a kid. Not going to get rid of that one. Next one, Mario Kart Wii. Love this game. Played it for so long with my friends. Definitely cannot get rid of that one. Such a cool game. The next one is this Wii Sports, the OG, the best sporting game on a console, besides like Skate 3. But yeah, this is a sick game. No way am I getting rid of that one. The last game for the Nintendo Wii that I have is Animal Crossing Let's Go to the City. Now, I did make a video maybe like last year or early this year about buying a Wii, and this came with it. And I was kind of undecided whether I was just going to keep it or sell it, but I'm never really going to play this thing, honestly. So I'm gonna have to sell this one, but look at it. Let's Go to the City. I personally haven't played much Animal Crossing, but it kind of looked cool, which is why I held onto it for a bit. But man, it's got the manual and everything perfectly put in here, which is cool. Yeah, but this is definitely one that I am just gonna sell. But before we get to the next collection of games, this is where I'm putting all the games. So these are some PS4 games from a collection that I got a little while ago. That I'm selling as well. So I'm just going to put all the games I'm selling in this box and that's where they're going to sit. But let's keep going through more games. But that's the Wii section done. This is my small Wii collection now. I'm going to put this back and grab down some more games. Alrighty, the next console that I've decided to go through and sell some games or see if there's a game I'm going to sell. It's the next section I have the least games for, which I also would like to buy a few more for eventually. It is the PlayStation 2 section. I have some absolute bangers that I loved playing on this back in the day, and we're going to go through them right now and decide which ones I'm going to keep. But let's do it. I'm going to start off with this game right here, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. This is by far my favorite Grand Theft Auto game. I absolutely love this. Played it so much as a kid. Love riding around on that old school bike, but I am definitely keeping this one. So we're going to put that one down here because there's no way I could ever get rid of that. It is like one of my favorite PlayStation 2 games. But this game, the next game, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi. Love this one. Would love to get number 2 and 3 maybe eventually, but definitely not getting rid of this one. This next game is Disney's Stitch Experiment 626. Now, me and my girlfriend, we both love Stitch. He is an awesome character from Disney. There is no way I could get rid of this game. Look at that. Super cool. Definitely not getting rid of that one. The next game I got in Japan, actually. It's kind of a little souvenir that I brought back, and there's no way I could get rid of this either. It is a Basara. I don't know if you've ever heard of the anime Sengoku Basara, but look at that. Super cool characters. But look at the back. Look at the characters on the back. Look at that art style. Super cool. Man, I just love showing off some of these. Look at that. That's super epic. But yeah, I definitely am not getting rid of that one. That is a super cool game. Moving on quickly, because I've got a lot to go through, obviously. The next game I've got here, Jak 2 Renegade. My first ever PlayStation 2 game that I had as a child that I got to play. It took me ages to finish, but there is no way that I can get rid of that one. Love that game. Love that so much. The next game we've got here is Tony Hawk's Underground. My favorite skateboarding game on the PS2. I picked this up for so cheap when I was young. I had to rebuy it as an adult, but there's no way that I can get rid of that one either. There's really not too much out of these ones that I'm going to get rid of. I think it'll be a bit more as I get through it with the other consoles, but let's keep going. The next game I've got here is Yakuza for the PS2. This is quite an expensive PS2 game. There's actually, it's still actually a game that I haven't even got around to playing yet. So I really do want to get to this. There's a reason that I picked it up, because I wanted to check out the original Yakuza. It's just so many games I want to play, dude. Like, let me know in the comments a game that you have been putting off for ages on like a retro console. This is one for me. There's no way I can get rid of this because I bought it with the intention of playing it. So can't get rid of that one. And we're down to the last two PS2 games that can go together. We've got the Disney's Sing It and Disney High School Musical 3 Sing It. Haven't got the second one, but again, me and my girlfriend, we both love to sing these songs. So it's kind of nostalgic. I have the microphones and stuff up there as well that you can't see in the picture, but I can't get rid of these either. But that's the thing with this video. I didn't know going through all of these PS2 games that I wasn't going to get rid of any of them. So there might be some sections in here where there's not much that I get rid of, but so far we've only got one game that I've decided to sell, but it's still good progress and you guys get to see cool games that are in my collection. So that's still pretty cool, I guess. But let's move on to the next console. The next section of games that we have here is actually for the newest console that I have, which is the Nintendo Switch 2. Recently I did lose my Nintendo Switch 2, but I ended up getting another one. I'm not even going to go through these. There's a heap of cool games in there, but I'm not going to go through any of these because this is still a modern console that I'm collecting for and actively playing. So I'm not going to be getting rid of any of these Nintendo Switch 2 games, but yeah, there's some pretty cool ones in there. But that was easy for that. We can move on from that. I'm just going to sit these over to the side up here and get down some other games. It's honestly hard to decide quickly too. That's what makes this good, because I have to make a real quick gut decision. How cool is this, by the way? That my friend got me for my birthday. Super cool. Love this. It's up here displayed. Let's move on to the Nintendo Switch section. Oh man, I've actually got a lot of Nintendo Switch games, so this is going to be a lot longer process than I felt like it was going to be, but it has to be done. Like, honestly, I really like looking at my collection when it's just stuff that I really like and enjoy, stuff that I'm keen to play. I promise you, if you ever try or decide to curate your collection, super cool. I love the feeling and how it looks. Like, it's getting a bit out of hand for me at the moment. But let's do this. The Nintendo Switch games that I'm about to go through and decide whether I'm going to keep them or sell them. All right, I'm going to run through these quickly because there's a lot of them. All right, we're starting off with this one. Fire Emblem Three Houses. This is an absolute cracker of a game. Definitely not getting rid of that one. This one, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Honestly, didn't love it that much, but still a really cool game that I'd like to keep. So not getting rid of that one. All right, this next one is Bayonetta Origins Saraza is it Saraza? I don't even know. I haven't even gotten around to play this. I bought this with the intention of playing it, but I don't think I'll really get to it, and I'm not that excited about it, to be fair. So I am going to be getting rid of this one. So take a look at this. But this is what I mean. Like, I just stopped halfway through that to have a look and like, do I really want to get rid of this? But this is where I need to be like, yes, I need to get rid of stuff that I'm not actually going to play. Like, I'm not going to play this. So, but this is what I mean. This is absolutely hard. I had to stop just a little bit way through me talking about this game because I couldn't decide whether I actually wanted it or not. Take a look at that. but I need to be ruthless. Like, I'm not getting to this game anytime soon, so I am going to get rid of that. So the next game, Astral Chain, awesome game. Definitely not getting rid of that one. The next game we have is this game I got in Japan, actually. It's this Japanese cat game where you play as like a cat and it has a little cool story. I've still yet to get to it, honestly. It does look really cool, but unfortunately, I'm just not thinking I'm going to get to it. So I am just going to get rid of this one. The next game is the game I'm playing currently, which is Trails in the Sky First Chapter. What an amazing game. I can't believe that I hadn't played this or checked it out when people were telling me to. Absolutely amazing. I'm super keen to check out the second one. No way I'm getting rid of that. Let's move on to the next one. A sealed copy of Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance for the Nintendo Switch. Includes the DLC. I picked this up for pretty cheap, I think. It only cost me a little bit to buy. I thought I'd get around to it eventually. Honestly, I still may get to this one, so I'm going to keep that. But that is the entire Nintendo Switch collection gone through. So there's a lot, like if I can pick it up in one stack actually, there's a lot of Switch games that I am not getting rid of. Like this is still the stack of Switch games that I'm going to have, which is still good because they're all games that I love and enjoy, but I also managed to decide on a couple that I don't need anymore. So these are the games that I'm getting rid of on the Switch. So there's quite a few you can see there. Live, I still don't know how to pronounce that, but yeah, I'm getting rid of that one. Don't ever think I'll get to it. Cat Quest 3, just didn't really like it. Locomoto, still haven't even opened it. Don't think I'll ever get to it. Nicktoons, cool game, but not really, didn't love it that much. And then we had this cat game I got from Japan. Don't think I'll ever really get to it, but look, it does look cool. And then also Bayonetta Origins. This is one I'm still like undecided on, honestly. Like I could keep this because I do think that it looks epic. Like look at that. Feel like maybe I could squeeze this in somewhere. Let me know. Is it short? I don't know. It looks epic. I feel like maybe I'm going to have to just keep this. But this is hard. Like this, it's honestly so hard to do this. I'd love to hear from people that are trying to do this as well. It's so hard to go through your games, stuff that you're like kind of connected to. But I'm trying to be really ruthless because I want to have the perfect game room and the perfect collection to look at. So I've got to keep going with this. So let's keep going. Honestly though, I've got a lot of Switch games and they're just going to have to sit up in different spots while I go through every other game so that I can reorganize them into alphabetical order. I don't know if anyone else really does that, but I will get there eventually. Sitting them back up there for now so that I can get more stuff down and keep going. I'm not even going to get these down. The 3DS and DS collection right there. There's some cracking games in there. Pokemon Black 2 is one of my favorites, by the way. We've got the 3DS games, Fire Emblem, Pokemon's, Monster Hunter. I just generally don't even need to get these down because most of them are my childhood copies and just great memories. So I just cannot get rid of any of those. And then also I've got Yoko Watch 3 up there for some reason, which I have played and is actually quite fun. I'd love to get back to it at some point and maybe pick up the first two and check them out. But that's sitting up there as well, but I'm not going to get rid of that at this point. All right, so what section should I go through next? I'm thinking the PS3 section. I recently made a video about picking up a heap more PS3 games. They're all sitting down here. So these are all the games I picked up in that video. There's some actually cool ones, if you can see in there. So I'm not getting rid of any of them because I only just got them. And I want my PS3 section to be quite big because it's like one of my favorite consoles. So the new games, they don't even need to get looked through. They are staying. I still haven't found space to put them in there yet, but this should help by going through games and having some more space. So yeah, anyway, well, that's what we're going to do. PS3 section, let's go. We got the whole PlayStation section right here. Basically, I'm just gonna, keep that in there and go through all the PS3 games first, like I said, and then we'll move to PS4 and then PS5, and I'll pick out everything that I don't want anymore. So, yeah, let's start off over here with the PS3 games. I think it's good to note that this is my entire PS3 collection as well, just so if you're getting a little glimpse of it. And eventually I would like to do like a collection update, but for now this is what I'm doing. PS3 section. Let's keep going. Assassin's Creed games. not getting rid of any of them. I loved Assassin's Creed as a kid, and I just cannot bring myself to get rid of any of them. I'd love eventually to have all of them up here. For now, I've only got a couple, but they're not going. So let's move on. Borderlands 1 and 2, definitely not getting rid of them. Some of the games I played most on the PS3 growing up. I absolutely love Borderlands. Man, what a game. Definitely can't get rid of any of them. Call of Duty, Black Ops, Modern Warfare. These are the OGs. I cannot get rid of any of them. The game that I probably spent the most hours on out of all of them, Modern Warfare 2. Absolutely love it. Again, childhood memories with all of them. I've got all of both the Black Ops and the 3 Modern Warfare. So not getting rid of any of them. And then here we've got Dead Island. Cannot get rid of that. One of my favorite PS3 games. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Definitely not getting rid of that. And then we got Destiny. Not getting rid of that. Deus Ex, Human Revolution. Not going to get rid of that. Devil May Cry on the PS3. This is one that I may think about getting rid of. Just looks sick. I haven't played it. It's one game on the PS3 that I haven't gotten to. It does look really fun. I know you can get this on PS4 now, but honestly, I think I'm just going to hold on to it. I don't think there's any reason for me to get rid of that one. This game here is probably the only PS3 game that I'm going to get rid of. Star Ocean, The Last Hope International. But I mean, look at this case. Looks super cool, super clean copy. Man, prepare for liftoff. Earth has fallen. Heroes must rise. This looks sick, but it's just something that I'm just not going to get to. I didn't really, I just sort of picked it up one day and was like, I might get around to it eventually. Let's crack it open. Oh, that's got some cool stuff. We got the manual and the disc. Look at the manual. That is super cool. There must be some awesome characters in this. Damn, look at that. Maverick. Damn. Looks like a pretty cool game, to be fair. This is one that I'm definitely thinking about getting rid of, though. Now, honestly, the PS4 section, I don't have the biggest PS4 section. I would love to increase the size of this. I don't even need to go through it. I'm not going to get rid of any of it because I want it to get bigger. Same as the PS3. It's hard for me to get rid of stuff for them two consoles because I'm trying to make them bigger. But let's move on to PS5. That's stuff that I can definitely try and get rid of something. But honestly, this is a lot harder than you think. I guarantee you go and try and go through your game section or game collection, and try and get rid of games. It's actually so hard. And I do have connection to most of these games. I've done this before. You can go back and look at how big my old collection was. It was massive of just games that I didn't have anything to do with. So just doing this and only getting rid of some games is still really good for me. All right, I'm going to leave it there for today, and I'm going to go through the PS5 section in the next video, so stay tuned for that one. Anyway, I thought this would be a really cool idea to go through and curate my collection properly and sell every single game that I'm not attached to or ever going to play again. I've got so many games that it is just awesome to see the ones that I actually thoroughly enjoy, and I'm sure that there's people out there, like I said before, I'm sure there's people out there just like me that do the same thing and accumulate too many games that they don't actually care for. But let me know down in the comments section below what your thoughts on me selling stuff is, or whether I should just keep it, whether you like that I'm curating games, or do you think, is there games you're trying to sell? I'd love to talk to people about this, so leave a comment down in the comments section, leave a like, subscribe, because that would greatly help me as well. And yeah, I guess I'll catch you in another video. Somebody's knocking at the door. Hi! Hello, Popeyes. Maybe you two can help me do this. It's actually harder. No? Okay. You two... Okay. Hi. You two can just chill in here. Hey. Weiser. Hello. Oh. Weiser. Sit. 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 Weiser. Weiser, sit. Sandy. Weiser, sit. Okay, I guess that's it. Oh, Sandy on the chair. Yep, alright. Come on. Out of my room.